Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, we want to seek the blessings of Radha Mata, Varnashram, Sundar Krishna, Balaram, Bal Gopal, Gaurita, Shri Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So, we wanted to continue with the course on Sanatan Dharma, and today we wanted to look at Varnashram Dharma. So, Sanatan Dharma and Varnashram Dharma are interlinked, very much connected. So, what is Varnashram Dharma? Krishna actually explains in the Bhagavad Gita. Chaturvanyam maya shishtam guna karma vibhagasa tasya kartaharam apimam vidya kartaharam avyavyam. According to the three modes of material nature and the work associated with them, the four divisions of human society are created by me, Krishna. And although I am the creator of this system, you should know that I am yet the non-doer, being unchangeable. So the class system has been created by the Lord. So we should be understanding that. He says that in the Bhagavad Gita. He has created the various classes so that society can function in a proper way. And it is also linked with the three modes of material nature. Each ashram has connection with the three modes. So let's see what these are. In order to function in an orderly manner, human society has been divided into different sections. They are regulated by the system of the four varnas, social classes, and the four ashrams, stages of life. So varnashram, varna, ashram, two separate words combined to explain how society is regulated. Varna is according to social classes. And what are the social classes? Refers to natural social divisions. Each division has individual duties according to his or her own nature. They are called swadharma, literally own duties. So this is the swadharma, our duty in accordance with the body that we have. The four varnas, starting with the Shudras, traditionally accept the 1, 2, 3, and 4 ashrams respectively. So what are these 4 ashrams? Ashram means a place of spiritual shelter. So we have Varna, according to social. Ashram is spiritual, according to spiritual shelter. Each stage of life. So Varna is what we are born into, what particular social division. But ashram, in our life, we will move from one ashram to another. Each stage of ashram is not only a natural part of a journey from cradle to grave, but a time at which spirituality can be developed. Each of the 4 ashrams has its specific duties. So, see, duty is common factor in both Varna and Ashram. Krishna teaches in the Bhagavad Gita that people are allocated to specific Varna according to 2 criteria. Guna, which is personal qualities. Guna is basically what is your behavior like? What talents do you have? What are your qualities? And karma is the attitude for the type of work that you want to do. So he makes no mention of varna determined by birth. So we have a system called the caste system, which has perhaps been a little bit misused, because in the caste system, if you're born in a certain caste, you remain in that caste, no matter your behavior or your abilities. And that's not correct, because Krishna does not say that your caste is determined by your birth. No, He says it's determined by your guna and your karma, by your qualities and your attitude. So, the four ashrams are as follows. Brahmachari. So these are the spiritual ashrams, divisions. The four ashrams are as follows. Brahmachari, student life. Grahastha, household life. Vanaprastha, retired life. Sannyas, renounced life. So generally, you could say the first 25 years are student life. The next 25 years, married life. Next 25 years, retired life. And then the final stage is where you give up your connection, if you like, with society. So, Brahmachari ashram. Brahmachari means celibate student. No boyfriend, no girlfriend. In the old traditional days, it was often away from the home, something like a boarding school, but not quite. It was primarily intended for fostering spiritual values. So it'll be like in the Guru's ashram, Gurukul. Memorization and skill development was subsidiary to character formation and self-realization. Even sons of the royal family were expected to undergo this austerity and rigorous training. So Lord Ramachandra, when he came to this world, with his brothers, went to the Gurukul, stayed away from the palace in the Guru's ashram, undergoing austerities. The duties of the brahmachari are as follows. So these duties are important to understand because that's what we're meant to do in different ashrams. To be celibate, live a simple life. To be free from sense pleasure and material allurements. To serve the Guru, spiritual teacher, and collect alms for him. To hear, study, assimilate the Vedas or spiritual knowledge. To develop all the appropriate qualities, humility, discipline, simplicity, purity of thought, cleanliness, soft-heartedness, etc. So this is a typical brahmachari. And these two wonderful personalities are twins, actually. We have had their darshan and association for some time. They now live in Manchester. Unfortunately, we don't see them so often. Grahastha ashram, so next ashram. Traditionally, some men remain lifelong celibates. So some men go from brahmachari straight into the sannyas ashram. I mean, they're very rare. They're very, very rare. Either they remain brahmacharis or they go into sannyas. Others were required to marry, extending their responsibilities to include wife, children, relatives, and society in general. This ashram is the only one permitting sexual gratification. So this is where the ashram where you can have children. The duties of grahastha as follows: to make money and to enjoy sensual pleasure according to ethical principles. It's not that you have a license to do anything you want, but it's in the you can enjoy, but it is according to regulated principles. To perform sacrifice and observe religious rituals, to protect and nourish family members, like the wife, children, elders, to teach spiritual values, to give in charity, and especially to feed holy people and the poor and the animals. So this is quite an important part, charity. And one of our acharyas, previous acharyas, Rupa Goswami, he set the standard that like 50% can be used for family members, 25% is kept for any emergencies, and 25% is given charity. Yes, Prabhaben.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, and
Hare
all the devotees.
Krishna.
Just one question about this Grasth Ashram you said, yeah?
Hmm.
So are you saying, I mean, sorry, I mean, I don't know how to I don't know how to say it, but is this Grasth Ashram, they, all the men, they go in the, to be, sorry, to take the sannyas, and is after that they decide they want to uh, get married, or they all
No, no,
stay
no, no,
as
no.
a...
Yeah, after they have been to the brahmachari ashram, so brahmachari ashram, then they can decide whether they're going to marry or not, or remain unmarried. So after the student life, they decide whether they want to marry or not. Most will marry. Most will marry.
And is this Grasth Ashram, is it to do with the ladies they get married? Are they still the Grasth, or they are just the normal people?
Yeah, it's the same. Same. Normal people in Grahast, same. Same.
Okay,
Well,
they're same,
Grahast
yeah.
is in a spiritual discipline. Otherwise, if one is married and not following any rules and regulation, then they're regarded as Graha Medi. So
No, maybe.
they are Graha Medi. But Grahastha is basically those who follow some spiritual discipline, some spirituality, you know.
All right. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
That was good mix.
Thank you. And then the next stage, so we have from brahmachari, go to grahastha ashram, and then at the age of maybe 50 or a bit more, one can go, according to the Vedic system, into varnaprastha. After the children have left home and settled, a man may gradually retire from family responsibilities and, with his wife, begin to focus his mind on spiritual matters. Often he goes on pilgrimage. His wife may accompany him, but all sexual relationships between the two are forbidden. So they don't engage anymore because you can't have children. And the main purpose of having relationships is for children. Vanaprastha literally means, Vana means forest, and Prastha lives in the forest. Forest dweller. The duty of Vanaprastha as follows: to generally devote more time to spiritual matters, to engage in austerities and penance, to go on pilgrimage. So those are the three main things. They will spend more time in spiritual life, they will do some tapasya, and they will engage in pilgrimage and do devotional service, different types of seva for the mandir. And then we have the final ashram, which is the sannyas order, renounced order. This position is traditionally available only to men. So women generally are not, do not normally take sannyas. And to men who exhibit the qualities of a Brahman. So one is situated in goodness, Satogun. The man would leave home and family and was prohibited from seeing his wife again. Considered civilly dead, he is free to wander, living a life dependent on God alone. This is very, very, very rare. Very, very, very rare. The sannyasis are attired in their saffron dress. They are often called sadhus, holy people, although today not all are genuine. The duties of sannyasi are as follows: to fully control the mind and senses, to fix the mind on the supreme, to become detached and fearless, to fully depend on God as the only protector, to teach and preach the importance of self-realization and God's consciousness, especially to the householders who often become distracted from their spiritual duties. So sannyas is a very exalted platform. And when one comes across a sannyasi, one should pay him homage, pay him respects, and get his blessings and hear from him. Because a sannyasi is generally one who has given up everything and is simply dependent on God. These are very, very rare souls. If one comes across a real sannyasi in one's life, one is very, very fortunate. Very fortunate. Because they are extremely austere. No luxuries, no first class traveling on trains or planes. Yes, Madhuban. Madhuban, you must be muted. Huh? Can't hear you.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Yes.
You said one prasthan, yeah?
Vanaprastha.
One prasthan, fourth stage, yeah? 1, 2, 3.
Third.
No,
Vanaprastha is third.
third stage, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Prasthan, I'm confusing. One prasthan means
One prastha.
means prastha
Means
means you say space, or when he moves.
prastha is prastha is where you stay, dwelling, house.
Okay, so one other word is one prasthan, yeah?
No, prasthan is something else. This is vanaprastha.
Yeah, that was now I understand. You say prastha, not a prasthan. I think prasthan meaning is moving. Yeah, yeah.
That's different.
That's why I was confused. Anyway,
Yeah,
I understand now. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
one means forest.
Forest. I know. But I am jara confused. Prasthan,
got it.
prasthan and prastha. Yeah, different. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very good. So our Guru Maharaj, we were very lucky. He was like a real sannyasi, very powerful. So His Holiness Krishnadas Swami, very exalted personality. So the four varnas are regarded as different parts of society. So we've done the ashram. Now we're doing the varna. Varna, ashram. So varna is different. It's like social orders, social divisions. And the example is given like our body. Every body needs a head, hands, legs, and stomach. So that if we compare that to the society, the Brahmins are like the head. They're like the brains of the society. The Kshatriyas are the arms, the strength of the society. The Vaishya, the stomach. And fourth, Shudra are like the legs. So there you go. Brahmins, mouth. Kshatriyas, the arms. The stomach, the thighs, I suppose. Yeah, okay. Vaishya, and the feet are Shudras. Now, for a body to function, you need the legs, you need the stomach, you need the hands, you need the head. For a society to function, you need the Kshatriya, the Shudra, the Vaishya, Kshatriya, and the Brahmins. It's not that one part of the body is more important than the other. Of course, the head is very important, but if you don't have legs, what are you going to do? So similarly, in a society, you need all of these divisions in order to for that society to run smoothly. So this is a really interesting picture. So this is the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishya, and the Shudras. So let's have a look at these. We've got time. No, actually, let's do that tomorrow. There's quite a lot to talk about here. So any more questions on ashram? we've talked about ashram in detail. Varna we'll talk about tomorrow. Anything anybody want to express?
Prabhu, I don't understand, the stomach. Yeah, I understand the arm, the legs, but can you
The
explain it?
stomach, because what the Vaish does, he gives protection. He supplies the money, if you like. He supplies the energy to society. So just like the stomach, if you put food into the stomach, it'll turn into energy. So what the Vaish does is he's like the provider for the Brahmins, because he gives charity, and to the Kshatriyas, and to the Shudras he gives employment. So without the Vaish, society would really struggle. Without the stomach, the body would not be able to function, because the stomach digests the food through the fire of digestion, giving energy to the whole body. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes, it does now. So all of them are linked and all are important. Yeah.
Very important. Very important. That's correct. That's correct. This I don't agree with the thighs example here. Actually, should be stomach, because thighs and legs are connected too closely, but the stomach has a function on its own, a different function, very important function. So similarly, the Vaish have a very important function in society.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so let's stop there. Sanatan Dharma ki jai. Varnashram Dharma ki jai.